Hello everyone. I sit here with coffee in my hand, first thing in the morning, to talk about something that I think has been talked about quite a lot on YouTube. I think it comes a lot from people feeling that they're losing touch and grip with their childhood and start developing this great sense of nostalgia for when they had a shit ton of free time to play games and didn't really think about allocating time to play games, because I don't know if other people who have just come into adulthood have this issue, but you really do have to sometimes allocate some time, because you can't just come home from any college or any work and sit down and play games for hours on end. That was definitely, I think, reserved for a big portion of our childhood, and I highly doubt life will ever be so simple ever again. And I suppose that is what people yearn for, and it may feel like because we have to allocate this certain amount of time that games have lost their magic. But I don't like to think that way. I think for me, the main thing that keeps the magic there for me and the childlike enthusiasm there for me are my friends who play similar games as well. I think specifically Halo Infinite has been a great way to just channel that childhood energy with a friend of mine, Jenna Saki, who I usually play all the Halo games with. And while it would be fun to play Halo Infinite on my own, because I played Halo a fair amount as a kid, there's something about playing with a friend who also has this same sense of connection with the game, maybe, or just a connection with games in general, because you share that inner child of yours shares that same love for games as their inner child does as well. And I think when you play games with people, it sort of brings that out a lot more. And I also think it is fair to feel like certain games just completely burn out. For example, right now, I love Minecraft with my whole heart. It's always going to be one of my favorite games, but I can't really bring myself to play on my main world. I just don't feel compelled to build certain things there, and I think that compulsion will come back. It has before, but until then, I think I must just realize that I have a sense of burnout for a particular game. Everything moves in these waves, is what I've found, and that things will shift back into place for some hobbies and shift out of place for others, and I think the same goes for games. So I don't think it's fair to say that you should be permanently afraid of games losing their magic. That inner child of yours is always going to want to experience that magic. And if you give it an outlet, I think it's very much possible that that experience is just waiting to be had. And I've been lucky enough to find it through some people and certain games, but it does shift off of those games and does shift between people, and I think that that's the part you have to realize is totally okay. Just because we have a busier lifestyle doesn't mean that games have to lose that childish magical wonder to them. As usual, the proverbial door is off the latch for you to comment or email me your thoughts, related or unrelated, to this video.